Y'all see the cows? I don't know if y'all can see them real good, but there they go. What's up, comic book peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fair Hall Direct Edition. And today we're going to be going over, just some pickups and different random clips. So I definitely want you to ride with me, vibe with me, and look at some of the clips. But before we get into that, let's get a word from our sponsor. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by my fake Darth Maul from China. Alright, so you know how we do on this channel. Let's get into some comics. Just got home. What? Got a package waiting on me. Alright, let's do this. Definitely had to stop and refuel. Okay.
You want me to just add it together?
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped a piece.
That's fine.
I owe you a piece.
Cool.
I figured it looked like it'd kind of mess them up. It's pinching them so much, and one towards the middle, it kind of...
It just depends on if it messes with the spines.
I don't think there's a lot of bags and boards back in the day.
No, they were definitely to buy, read, give away, or roll them up in the back.
I know Miss Nancy thought a little bit different about it. I think she knew, like I said, she knew stuff was going to be worth something someday. Now, Dent's brother, Trey, he's the one that's got a lot of, like I said, he got a lot of better stuff.
All right, now first, before we get into some comics, I did get this package when I came home. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see what's in it. So you ready? All right, let's get it out of the box and see what we got. And boom, there you have it. Fresh out of the box. This is the Ghostbuster Winston Zedmore, the Ghostbuster that I've been wanting for a long time. And no, it's not because I'm African American. It's just the fact that Winston was, my favorite, growing up. And I plan on getting all four, but I started with Winston. And this is very cool, man. Just check out. Come on, let's get the glare off of this. Let's check them out. I know it's real dark, but look at that. The proton pack and everything. So this is very cool, man. I've been wanting him in my collection, and I finally got him in my collection. And he's approved by my fake Darth Maul from China. So here's a cool look at the front of the package. Very big select. And here's a cool look at the side of the box. Very cool picture with his face on it. And here's a cool look at the back of the box, or the package. Very cool, man. Definitely love this Winston. I think it's very cool. So there you have it. And here's Winston compared to my Sin City Nancy action figure. Very cool. Definitely love this. Of course, on the side of the box, Jessica Alba is looking very tantalizing. So very cool. I love my Marvel Diamond Selects. They're very cool. Okay, now that seeing that, you know how we do on this channel. Let's get into some comics. So are you ready for some beautiful David Finch X-Men covers? This is X-Men Legacy by David Finch. And on the front cover, you have Magneto, you have Scarlet Witch, you have Toad, and you have Quicksilver. And you also have Mastermind, which is the original Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And it's a very cool cover, man. This will be my second copy. I actually bought these in order as they were coming out back in the day. But I figured, hey, with these beautiful covers, why not just get doubles of them? So here you go. Here's a cool look at X-Men Legacy 209, X-Men Legacy 210. That is, who are they? That is the Hellfire Club, and also you have Madeline Pryor in the background. I guess she was. No, no, no. That's Jean Grey. She's the Black Queen. Madeline Pryor is a clone of Jean Grey, who is Cable's mom. But that is a nice David Finch cover too. Definitely love that cover. Um, Very awesome. Glad to have this again in my collection. So that's 209 and 210. 211 with the Dark Phoenix, and you have Cassandra Nova, who is Xavier's sister. And I think you also have, yeah, that's the Brood. So that is 211. Still David Finch. Very cool. 212 with the legendary X-Men on the front, with the Brood still being in the back. And what I'm starting to realize is, after all these years of me having this is actually a connecting cover. So I'm going to put it together after we look at it. So this is 212. And lastly, 213 with Sinister, Gambit, the Marauders, and Professor X. And this is a time when Professor X actually came back from M-Day. And it's a very cool Gambit and Professor X adventure in here. So this is not part of the connecting cover, but the connecting cover I'm going to go ahead and put together. But very cool. But the rest of this run I actually got in hardcovers, so I didn't need to buy the single issues again. But if I do run across, any of the single issues that I have in my hardcover, if they're beautiful covers, I will pick them up, because I do have a lot of X-Men Legacies singles comics that I actually bought in hardcover trade. So let's put that connecting cover together. And here's a cool look at the connecting covers together. I think the first two comics go with each other, and the second two comics go with each other. So these two connect, and these two connect. Very cool, man. Drawn by David Finch. Definitely love my X-Men Legacies, and none of the stories in X-Men Legacy was lackluster. All of them were very good. So there you have it. And really quick, while we're on X-Men, I just want to show you some X-Men Ronin that I actually picked up. I actually finished this run. So this one I already had in my collection. This is X-Men Ronin 1. It's like an alternative version, anime version to the X-Men. So this is number 1. Number 2. Number 3. That's Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, and Jean Grey. So that's number 3. Number 4 with Storm. And this is the one that I actually just found that completed my run. X-Men Ronin number 5. So this reminds me a lot of manga style. Very cool. Or anime. And definitely glad to finally finish this run, because I've had this run sitting in the trunk for about 4 years, and I finally finished it. So very cool. So I also love my old school X-Force, so I picked up X-Force number 5, Liefeld cover. I think they're the new evil Brotherhood of Mutants. Yeah, the Brotherhood Reborn. So that's what, 5, 6 with Shatterstar and Sauron. And Shatterstar is actually Longshot's son. And Sauron is actually made up because at the time Marvel couldn't do, what was it, vampires? So they did I'm not sure if they're not called pterodactyls. I forget what they're called. The flying dinosaurs, but that's why they made Sauron, because he's actually like a different type of vampire. Or you can look up his background because it's very controversial why he was made anyway. So that's 5, 6, and number 8. And that's Cable's team from the future. The Domino, you know what I'm saying? And I know Grizzly's the big bear looking one. So very cool, man. I definitely love my X-Forces. I think they, that's part of my childhood. So cool. The last X-Force book I'm going to show you is called Shattershot. You know what I'm saying? They got my boy Shatterstar on the front cover. You got Cannonball. You got, who is that? Well, you got Magic. And you got DaCosta. And, it looks like a phalanx. I think that's supposed to be Doug Ramsey, but it's all good. Very cool. Direct edition. So I picked up this mantra because I saw a YouTube video that said, heroes that used to be like that, transgender heroes. And I think that's what's going on with Mantra. I think she's actually transgender. I'm going to look it up after this video. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now. So dig this. Mantra was actually drawn by Terry Dotson, and the costume design is given credit to Adam Hughes. But Mantra was a warrior, and he was forced inside a woman's body. So he's actually not transgender, but it's still like sort of transgender. So very cool, very weird, and definitely glad to have this in my collection. And this is Mantra number 6, by the way. Okay, so I just did a video called Kicking It Old School, and this is now number 12. Very cool. I like it because it's the old school, like war type of feeling. Definitely had to pick this up. And this is an early main event, in my opinion. This is New Excalibur number 1. You got Juggernaut. I think his name is like Wisdom or something like that. And then you have Captain Britain, Nocturne, and you also have Dazzler. So very cool. I got another copy of Eclipse number 1. And if you look, he has that Eclipse Diamond. If you read the new Justice League versus Suicide Squad, this is the main villain in that. He actually possessed Maxwell Lord, which is very cool. And if you look on the front, there's a little diamond right there that actually protrudes off the page right there. So this would be my second copy of this. Definitely, want to pick this up every time I see it because I just like how the diamond is, or the gem is off the page. So very cool. And so we're at the point of the video where you ask me, hey, Fred Hall, direct edition, what are you reading right now? I'm not even going to lie. This is what I'm still reading. This is the Ultimatum Companion. And I showed this to you on another video. But we're going to keep on going. And this is what I'm reading. So here's a cool look at the David Finch cover. That's Magneto's hand with all the ultimate heroes in the middle of it. Here's a cool look at the front of the book. And here's a cool look at the back of the book. David Finch. Very cool. All right. Let's get into some of your main events. A quick pause before we get into your main event. I forgot to show you this Superman number 33 from 1989, the bearded Superman, which is very cool. I'm not sure who that is in the background with him, but it's a very cool cover, and I definitely love this cover, man. Definitely love a rugged-looking Superman. All right, with that being said, now, let's get into your main events. For your first main event, you might not know this, but this is the first time that the Fantastic Four was replaced, and they were replaced with Spider-Man, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and the Grey Hulk. So this will always be a book that I would gravitate towards. This will probably be like my third or second copy, and I'm definitely glad to have this in my collection. And I think that is main event status, especially if you're a collector of the 90s. This was a must-have because it was a cool group. See? This is the first time they ever got together. as a Fantastic Four. They were the new Fantastic Four. So very cool. Your next main event would be Punisher versus Ghost Rider, the gold cover. This will definitely be my second copy of this. I wanted to upgrade my copy, and I definitely love this book simply because it's the gold cover. You want to look at the original cover? Let me show you the original cover. Here's a look at the original cover drawn by Jim Lee. So very cool, man. Definitely glad to have this as a main event. Another main event is this Batman 451. This is a cool Joker cover. Every time I see this cover, I actually want to pick it up. Like I said, a lot of these books, I just upgraded my copies, and this is an upgrade to the one that I already had. So this is Batman number 5. I'm at 451. Very cool Joker cover. Cool main event. Punisher versus Ghost Rider, Jim Lee. How about Wolverine versus Ghost Rider, Jim Lee? Very cool. Not a main event, but just showing it to you. How you like them apples? And your last main event is also an upgrade. This is a Silver Surfer, The Annihilation. Very cool cover. This is a number 1. I definitely can't wait to get all 5. But I really, really love this cover, man. And it's very, very cool. Let's see who drew the front cover. The cover artist is Gabriel Del Otto. Very cool. And that would be your last main event. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. You guys and girls be safe out there. And remember, words of wisdom. Focus on the ones that show you love, and then the ones that don't show you love, hey, just forget about them. We're going to keep rolling. You guys be safe out there, and I will catch you later. Peace. This is Guy's collection. Pretty cool. Well, I wouldn't jeopardize it. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. If you know, can't do it, don't do it. But you got more. Yes. So man, Dad was awesome. Like I said, some of the 90s stuff.
You don't have kids.
I do.
Do they scream for the first 2 months of their life? Is that normal?
Depends on if it's boys or girls. Boys scream more than girls.
Man, see, I.
Let my 6 fingers interrupt your video. The heck is this? It's heavy. Very cool. See these every store I go to. Baby Groot.
What you eating, big girl?
Like that Crossbones if it was so cheap looking. Drax. Look at this baby group. Oh Lord, it scared me a little bit. Big old Spider-Man. Michael, would you stop kicking me? It's really cool.
Ah, Superman.
Doomsday Superman. Armor Batman.
Mama.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What the hell is that? It's not the Watchtower. Justice League has a big old ship now.